Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. It is Thursday morning and we spoke about income taxes coming to a Gulf country. Also, what the UAE royals stepped in and did for one resident is absolutely amazing. Good morning, Dubai. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories. Our top story for you today, income tax. Oman moves closer to a Gulf first.
The royal family saved a resident's life who nearly drowned.
People have spotted Ain Dubai, and apparently it's been moving.
As well, the UAE ministry urges motorists to take summer safety precautions.
Big news on where you should be spending this weekend. In case you've been living under a rock, McGettigan's Fanzone is the ultimate spot to catch the Euros.
It's 270 days since the genocide began on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 37,953. The number of injured people is 87,266. And 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
And in today's rapid weather report, it's hot out. No shocker there. Expect highs of 39 degrees. Before we jump into all of our stories, good morning to everyone watching on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and people who listen on podcast. We appreciate all of your listens. Except for Ibrahim, who's just told us on Instagram where he is, and it's so...
Oh my God.
You're in the toilet, Ibrahim. That's so great. That's so good for you. Where's everyone else? Someone's in Bangladesh. Good morning, MR Soha. Good morning, Zayed. We have a question for you this morning, especially for the ladies.
Yes, girl code.
And what does it mean to you? Because I think maybe it differs.
It differs. I feel like, honestly, the older that you grow, the more mature you become, and then it means something different to you.
Okay, but
you know what I mean?
I wonder what the basics are. So, like, what are the basics of girl code for you?
Not dating. Not dating your best friend's ex.
Never.
At all, because then I think it becomes very awkward between you and your best friend.
Absolutely.
When are you gonna go and tell your best friend, oh yeah, you know, he did that? She's gonna be like, yeah, well, I knew he's trash. Sorry, but like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be awkward, like, you know what I mean?
You're like, I told you.
I knew it.
I told you.
I dated him. I mean, how awkward would that be, you know, talking to your best friend about her ex, who is your boyfriend?
My friend became friends with my ex, and it was awkward for like 2 years. Because we couldn't go to the same parties, it just wasn't going to work.
That's awkward. That's awkward.
What else? But that's like breaking girl code.
That is breaking girl code. However, as well, like being with girl code is supporting no matter what. It's like if you're in a setting with a lot of friends and someone says something negative about your best friend, you should be the one to bring something positive out of it.
Absolutely. You push that person down and you tell them why she's amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, and I, as well, speaking of that specific topic, is breaking girl code is, imagine like you're in a setting and a guy compliments your best friend and you get this like jealous feeling and you go like, oh yeah, by the way, it's fake. Really? Was it very necessary to say that? What did you gain out of it? You know, you're just gonna look very insecure.
Yeah, so shady
and weak.
You'll get up. I think people will move on from that at a certain point. But I think there's we can talk about like bro code and why that's special. But I think girl code, like there's so many things that make it special amongst like supporting ourselves. So for example, like if I was going on a date, my friend would know that I was out. You know, like she would know, like she'd be like, let me know what time you're coming home. And we would have like a plan that like if anything went up in the air, I would be messaging her and she'd be like, oh, you need to come, like, you know, like that like emergency text. And you just support your friends. You've got like, say if we were in like a group environment.
Exactly.
And something weird went on, I would just give my best friend a look and she would know, and then we could either leave or she would like jump in and support me. It's like just girls support each other in kind of like a very emotionally supportive way, and I think it's nice.
I agree. By the way, as well, women supporting women has been like a topic all over social media for so long. And while many women do say that they are supporting other women, they might be secretly hating. However, girl code and maintaining it, such as like, if your best friend looks really good You tell her she looks really good. You do not get jealous and tell her like, hey, change that shirt.
Never.
Just for like the sake of like you want to look better than her.
Girl code is even if she's not looking good, even if she's tired, even if she has not slept, even if she has 3 kids, you still tell her she looks amazing because she is amazing. That is girl code.
Yes. So do not break girl code, you guys. Don't avoid that.
But also, if you have any things on what bro code means and why it's special, let us know because we'll jump into that another day. But let's jump right into our first story. This is getting a lot of eyeballs. Income tax. Oman moves closer to a Gulf first. So in a landmark moment for taxation in the Gulf, Oman announces plans to move forward with a personal income tax.
The move is part of its 2040 strategy to diversify its primary income away from oil revenue, and it's looking like a very real possibility after Oman's lower house of parliament approved the law. And now it sits with the State of Council for final approval.
So, if it's passed, how much tax will residents and citizens be paying? So, according to local reports, it will be between a rate of 5% and 9%, and this would only target high earners, and the structure would be different for residents and non-residents.
And as well, you guys, foreign nationals, expats, for example, would be subject to the tax on Oman-sourced income above a salary of $100,000, while Omani citizens would be taxed on any net income exceeding $1 million.
And this is the gift that represents the emotions of people here right now. That personal tax income might come in if you weren't sure. So basically, it's going to target high-income individuals only at a rate of 5% to 9%. I don't know the rates of tax around the world, but I believe it's extremely low. It's moderate. I think some countries are paying 40% if you're earning over $100,000, and it will predominantly target expats. So what they're saying is if you earn over $100,000 as an expat, you'll be taxed. But if it's over $1 million net income if you're Omani citizen. So it's predominantly expats.
I think honestly at this point, with the economies of the Gulf region really getting better and higher, and it's not going like anywhere like down, you know. So tax is, I think, a topic that has been talked about for so long, and they are just like right now implementing it, which I think it's going to be good for the economy as well. I'm excited. Not for the tax. I'm excited for the economy and for the countries, for the Gulf region, you guys. That's what I mean.
You're just excited like as a Dubai resident sitting in the UAE who doesn't have to face personal income tax. We are so lucky we don't pay it.
Oh, yes.
And it will be the first Gulf country to introduce it. And if you think about it, there's always going to be that like, oh, how is it working? How are they doing? 5% to 9% is still nominally low in comparison with the rest of the world.
Of course, yes.
There's no word about it coming in here. With this announcement, it's actually been a conversation for a couple of years. They talked about it maybe back in 2020 or 2022. But so it's taken this long to bring it to the fore and actually get it approved by the first house, and now it needs to go to the second before it comes to law. There's no word of it here, but
there is.
It is
not yet.
But when you see it coming to one country, you look over your shoulder and think, could they?
It's going to be a domino effect, by the way. I think it's going to be like a domino effect because like one country starts and leads, and then other countries follow. So I know for a fact, like, you know, like tax is slowly being implemented in the UAE, such as like, you know, like other things like, you know,
VAT,
exactly,
corporate
VAT,
tax, different ways, yeah.
But I don't know because Oman started it, so I don't know who's gonna follow. I don't know. Well, I hope not the UAE. Please don't do that to us.
But it's really interesting because implementing a tax which predominantly targets high-income expat earners could essentially deter foreign investment or people coming to live in the country. However, when you look at the benefits of living here, what are they? It's tax-free, but still, if your taxes, you know, similar to Hong Kong has been so low for so many years, if your tax is very low still in comparison, it's still a draw. We still have the safety, we still have the lifestyle. So if a tax was implemented tomorrow, would I leave? No. Would the majority of people attracted to the city not want to come? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Don't listen.
I don't think so either, because like we have mentioned it before, like I think a few episodes earlier, that the UAE is actually attracting a lot of millionaires to come to the country, and a lot of businesses do start here because there are no taxes. So this is to whoever is listening, just please don't be
thank you. Let's move into our next story. We talk about car safety.
So it's summer, and UAE Ministry urges car owners to take summer safety precautions. The Ministry of Interior in the UAE is emphasizing the importance of precautions against car fires and other heat-related issues affecting vehicles during the summer season.
So please take care, and I say this to you, but I'm also making a mental note to myself. Motorists are cautioned against prolonging idling of engines and urged to ensure no flammable vehicles are left inside the vehicles. Additionally, parents are reminded of the critical necessity: never leave your kids unattended in cars.
Now, these recommendations are part of the ministry's Summer Without Accidents initiative, which promotes regular vehicle maintenance as essential for preventing breakdowns caused by heat. And honestly, you know, we have talked about this before, but I think that as summer is coming up and the hotter it gets, the more, because one day it's humid, one day it's not, one day it's extremely hot, one day it's like, you can tolerate the heat. So I think all of these precautions come through because they really just like care about, you know, like the residents. And I have seen like several car accidents happen
and fires.
Get back, you know, home from work, and the heat is truly unbearable.
Yeah, and you do see some cars on fire and you're thinking, how did that happen? So as I read our warning to the audience, I just had a quick check of flammable liquids that you should not leave in your car, including gasoline, lighter fluid. It says explosive, but like who's going to have explosives in their car? But this is to reduce fire risk for your car. Alcohol, aerosol cans, and for example, like lighters and things, they should not be left in your car. So if you're a smoker, for example, or if you like to spray yourself down on the go, make sure you're not leaving your aerosol cans in car, because that could potentially reduce the risk of fire for your car.
As well, don't keep perfumes in the car.
Why not?
Because as well, I think perfume can be flammable as well.
I don't think so. I think it's like the aerosol can.
I'm not sure, honestly, but like either way, why would you ruin your perfume, keep it in the car and heat? Right? Like I don't think you paid like 200 minimum dirhams to keep it in the car.
Would it
get ruined? Yes.
It would. What's the word? Evaporate? Would it evaporate? Makeup, just don't leave it in your car. It's game over if you've got expensive makeup.
It's like, honestly, at this point, just like be very wary of the heat. The heat is completely unbearable. You know what I mean? It's like you go out and it's like your hair like going poof. You get this massive explosion in your hair if you have like long hair like Casey and I. However, you guys, you know, like all of these things are like just because of like for safety reasons, avoid I would say like keeping things that can cause car explosions and fire and all these things.
And it reminds us we're so blessed to be living in this country where there is adequate AC for every single person in this country, which is not the same for other countries. Let's move on to our next story. Okay, so Dubai residents miss nothing. It's like she's flexing and ready for her solo. Ain Dubai was spotted moving by some eagle-eyed residents, and everybody has thoughts.
Of course, you guys, that's beautiful. So the world's highest observation wheel has been closed for 2 years for enhancements. And while we have no concrete evidence that it will reopen, a statement on the website reads that it will remain closed until further notice, as they continue to rigorously work on completing the enhancement works that have been taking place over the past months. And once a reopening date is set, a further announcement will be made.
And the comments are giving as always. I love when the comments on Lovin Dubai, sometimes they can be a little bit negative, but sometimes they just everyone just becomes a comedian. So people are like, oh yeah, it started working because I pushed it, and then Shamal Ali jumps in and he's like, they used DW40. Finally, they accepted my advice. Do you know DW40? Isn't it that like what do you get? It's like an oil. So like if ever there's like a creak on a door.
Oh yeah, it's like you put the oil so that it does not have like the creak like.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like that thing that like everyone's meant to have in their toolbox. They're like, yeah, DW40 worked finally. Thanks for listening to me. Someone said that they passed wind. Gross. Why is that gross to talk about? It just is. Okay, I take that back. But anyway, so we don't have concrete evidence that it's opening, but she has started to turn.
Can I tell you something? So I went on the Ferris wheel before it has closed. Oh, it's beautiful.
So cool.
It's a beautiful experience.
It really
seeing the Dubai from like, you know, like as like the wheels moving, I was like.
What time of the day did you go?
Around like noon, like 1, 12, 1, something like that. I don't remember. It was like years ago before it closed down. And then when it closed down, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. And it's been closed for so long, but as they are, you know, fixing enhancements to make it a better experience for us next time. But it's got the most phenomenal view. And if you go at sunset, you can see day and night. True. And it's so spacious up there. Like it's a real spacious experience.
And by the way, as well, you can have a birthday done there. And I remember going there and I was like, oh my God, I'm so going to have my birthday there. And the next thing I know is that it was closed.
Good, happy birthday there. It's so cute.
I really hope they open this July because I was going to celebrate there.
Okay, guys. Farah's birthday is 18th? 16th?
Yes, 18th.
I got it right. 18th of July. If you could just kindly open by that time, that would be great. Let's jump into our next story.
So the royal family saved a resident's life who nearly drowned. Zarir Saifuddin, an avid free driver, recalled an incident where he had a near-death experience during a spearfishing trip, and the royal family came to the rescue.
This is so amazing. We love stories like this so much. His friends rushed him to shore on Moon Island, and that's when a member of the Dubai royal family saw them and sent his personal doctor to save his life. The Dubai police medical team arrived at the scene shortly after and airlifted the man to hospital. We love this story, as always, at these quite special moments, because I just feel like the royal families are just among the people. Like, yes, they have government positions and yes, I'm sure there's like quiet security around them, but they also enjoy the environment here. So we've seen videos of the ruler of Dubai, you know, driving through the desert and stopped by to give water to people, and in this case literally saved someone's life.
I mean, I love how normal they are, you know, because like when, like for me, I'm not going to be speaking on the behalf of everyone, but for me, I think like when I think of like the royal family, it's like, oh, they are unreachable. How can I, you know, like I see them, I'd be like, I'd freeze in my, like I'd be very like frozen, you know. I wouldn't know what to say, I wouldn't know what to do, I wouldn't know how to act. And for them to act very normal and actually help a resident in the UAE who is drowning, just like is very kind, and it just like shows that, you know what, they are very reachable. If you do see them, you can go and say hi. I mean, I have mentioned like in my head a lot of times where I would be like, I would love to tweet His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and he will for sure reply to me. I was that delusional back then when I was like younger, and I never did.
But the thing is, I think you're not wrong in that in comparison with other royal families around the world, yes, I think the whole public, we're totally in awe of the leadership of this country. However, they seem to be more accessible in terms of major issues. They may not respond to a tweet, but you never know. But they have stepped in at different points when people have been struggling, when the community has done an amazing thing, they have acknowledged that. When someone needed help on the side of the road, they jump in there. Like, they're truly a royal family of the people, because like, what is a royal family there for? They're advancing the country, but also to be of the people, and you don't always see that because there's such a divide between royalty and the rest of the population. But I think that divide is less here, it seems.
I just love how normal they are, you know what I mean? They're not like, oh yeah, I'm a royal, I'm not gonna do that, you know? Yeah, and 100%. Which is very, I would say, very cool, and it's very like, it makes residents feel more at home. And which is, I think, what like that's why like they are very accessible, and not like in the way like, oh yeah, if you're gonna go and ask for whatever, they're gonna be like, yeah, sure. But I mean like in the way of like, if anyone needs help, they're going to be acting as if like they are a resident themselves. They're not acting as royals, they're acting as residents.
It's like their job is to help the people, which is the role of the government around the world. If only that could always be the case. Let's jump in to our next story. We are talking about McGettigans. Fanzone is the ultimate spot to catch the Euros. Yes, it is. Okay, so if you've been watching the Euros until now, we're coming up to the quarterfinals, we're coming up to the semis. The finals will all take place at McGettigan's Fanzone, the Agenda Dubai Media City. And it is absolutely packed. I feel like generally during the Euros, during the Olympics, during the World Cup, there's loads of places. But all I'm hearing about this year is McGettigan's Fanzone.
I mean, who are you supporting this year?
Who am I? So I have just a bone to pick with football in general. I mean, Ireland didn't make it to the Euros.
Okay.
My fiance is English.
You can just like support England.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is anyone Irish watching? Do we support England or who do we support? I mean, France.
I mean,
France is great. What about you?
I would say maybe Turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
What's the...
I don't know because I love their food. Because I love their food, honestly, and not only that, actually. I don't know anything about football, to be honest with you. But if I would go for the vibes.
Yeah.
I love the vibes. I love football vibes. It gives me.
Me too.
It reminds me of like the World Cup vibes, which is beautiful. It's like I don't know who is scoring where and where should the team score. I don't know anything, but I mean I would be like, yeah. And I mean, wallah, I once went to McGettigan's during the World Cup with my friends, and we were supporting a team supposedly. However, the team got scored at in their goal, and everyone started clapping, and I started clapping, and then they were like, everyone looked at me like, "What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?"
Like, for the vibes. It's okay.
And I was like, okay. They're clapping, so I'm clapping, and then I'm like,
it's okay.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna be going this Friday. I don't know who am I supporting, but I will go.
So we don't know who's saying, but you're gonna go. This is the thing. Go for the vibes. Like Ireland's not in it, but I'm still gonna go.
Exactly.
Because I will support the other teams. We're there for the vibes. And also, I didn't realize they have Bonbird there. They have Freedom Pizza and they have Pickle, which is the best pub grub that they've brought in. And so you don't have a team to support? You don't have a jersey? Who should Barra support this weekend?
I will support whoever you guys tell me to support in the comments section.
I'm going to pick for you. So we've got Spain, Germany. The thing is with England, I'd love to get behind them, but everyone will agree they're not having a tournament. They've survived by what's that? It's surprising that they've made it to the quarters. Portugal or France? Who are you supporting this Friday?
Portugal.
Why?
It's just my intrusive thoughts. Because no. No, I don't know.
You don't love Ronaldo?
Of course I do, but I'm just gonna go there for the vibes. I don't know anything about football. I'll probably be sitting there goal, and I'll be like,
it's gonna be
they scored, they not score. But you guys, look,
kicking off at 8
if
p.m.
you see me and you see that I don't know anything about football,
she's there for the vibes.
Just please know that I'm there for the vibes. Not for anything, just because I want to have fun.
And will we see you in premium VIP or where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in the VIP. Of course, because I don't.
She's so fancy. She's like, of course. Of course, that's where I'll be. 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 11 p.m. match kickoff times. It's going to be a blast. Where else would you want to be? I think it's got space for 5,000 people indoors. Perfect Euros vibes. That's the McGettigans at the Agenda Dubai Media City. And as we talk about it, I feel like it's Friday. Does anyone have that feeling? Because it's this is what you should do this weekend. Let's go out. Yeah,
I agree with you.
But unfortunately,
it's not. It's Thursday. I mean, I woke up this morning and I thought it's Friday, but then it's not Friday, which is why I took a story on my Instagram story and I'm like, Thursday, with an emoji of what can I do? It's Thursday.
On those positive vibes, we're going to end the show. It's 8:50. We'll be back. It's 8:55. We'll be back with you on Friday morning. That's tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye bye.